When you have to defend your sobriety more than you ever did your drinking, then you have to know how society looks at addiction, especially alcohol addiction. Society has normalized drinking, and nobody sees anything wrong, especially if you are a functional alcoholic. For years, I was a drunk, living a shameful life full of guilt. I tried to carry on as if nothing was a problem, but my whole life was collapsing around me. It was hard maintaining a facade of normality when actually there was nothing normal in my life. I had friends in the bars. These are the people who walked with me. These are the people who made me look a little bit normal. I thought I was like them. They were happy when I bought alcohol. They were happy when I came up with the idea that we need to go and enjoy. The only way I could enjoy back then was through drinking. But my life was a far cry from anything that can be said to be normal. Whenever I had money, I'd use it to buy alcohol. I forgot about myself and I forgot about my family. But none of these friends of mine would advise me to go buy good clothes for myself before I bought alcohol. I bet they were all happy. Everybody was happy when alcohol was flowing. But the truth about alcohol is that it affects not only the person who is drinking, but it also affects those who are around that person. And my family was very much affected. My kids were affected. I couldn't buy good clothes for myself, which means I couldn't buy good clothes for my children, for my wife. I couldn't provide for their basic needs. But inside the bars, people would call me boss. People would hug me and be happy to see me, when in truth, I was bleeding. When I decided to quit alcohol, then the questions began. People wondered, people asked, was it that bad? Could you just drink a glass or two? Can you just moderate? It became now an issue of if I was actually a drunk. Nobody told me I was a drunk when I needed to be told so. Those people I called friends, those are people who always look the other way. Most of them could not face me and tell me the truth. But when I discovered the truth on my own, some of these people congratulated me, but others didn't think my sobriety would last. Most actually thought after a few days I would relapse. After all, I'd done that a couple of times before, and they knew it was just as usual. You see, you might have friends, people who you think are your friends, People will tell you it is a good idea if you decide to quit alcoholism. But instead of these people supporting your sobriety, they will still call you and ask you to come and join them in drinking. Now, these are not friends. These are people who want you to just be like them. Unfortunately, the human mind likes herd mentality. And when you are in a crowd where everybody is doing the same thing you are doing, it is very hard for you to understand that you need to get out of that crowd and join a different crowd. And moving away from sobriety doesn't always mean that you need to join a crowd. There are lots of things that you get to understand when you are on your own. In addiction, I was constantly told the only person who could save me was myself. I got to understand that the hard way. And yes, I did save myself. And I'm proud that I was able to overcome alcoholism. I still have friends who drink. I know I can stick around and be with them. I can even go to the pubs and still not drink. Because sobriety boosted my self-confidence and my self-image. And I know what I want and what is good for me. Yes, people still ask me why I decided not to drink again. And I tell them, alcohol costed me a lot of things. I'm still trying to regain. I'm still trying to get back on my feet. And I wouldn't trade the happiness, that real happiness that I have now, with the happiness that alcohol provided. That was not happiness. That was a lie, fashioned as good time, fashioned as joy, fashioned as happiness. Today, I am happy that I can wake up in the morning and remember everything that happened the previous day. I am happy that I am building trust, that I am honest, that I am true to myself. Well, people still don't like when I talk about my sobriety, when I talk about the stupid things I did while I was drunk. But most of the people who have a problem with what I say are those who are still suffering shame and guilt because of their addiction. And these are my brothers, these are my sisters. And I would like to tell them that they too can overcome their shame, their guilt, their embarrassment. They can look back and laugh at how stupid they were, knowing that they cannot be stupid again because they are free from addiction. And once you are free from addiction, you have no business escaping from your reality. You have no business trying to hide from the truth. Life is much more better when alcohol and drugs are not a part of it. For when you are happy truthfully and from the bottom of your heart. When you tell somebody you love them, you mean it. It is not diluted with alcohol. And now I can tell you I am happy and I am thriving and I mean it. It is good to be sober. You can contact me and I'll help you attain your sobriety. Sobriety is the right way to go.